YouTube later. And let's see. I don't know if I have to do my stuff or not. Maybe I'll just start right in. I wrote a poem the other day. Yay for me.
Yay for us.
I don't know, you haven't heard it yet. It may not be yay for anybody. Whoa, these are funny glasses. I got these. Well, okay. This is a poem where I just kind of put a bunch of lines together. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I went to the ocean the other day. That inspired me. The waves, like heartbeats, pulse in Mother Ocean, deep in the meaning of life, so wide and far, my problems diffuse out to nothing. It is low tide, but I can see the pressure building. Sister of the moon, pulled by forces above, I long to break out. Time is irrelevant to here. Moment after moment, life down in the kelp forests is ever new, twisting around like folded space. Lying on the sand like a long ago beach tree, sun bleaches me pure, yet my heart still beats in the womb of Mother Ocean.
Very nice.
Got
I like
possibilities.
the one about the line about the um folded, what was it? The folded
Folded
space.
space, yeah.
I like that. I like that line.
That's my little
Yeah.
ode to Einstein. That's how I know about Einstein is he he said space was folded. Well, okay. I'm reading from my original book. Let's see. Oh, this one's called The Lovers. Sun rises at dawn like a woman's breast shining above the earthly raiment. Blush of pink, the morning glories entwined as lovers, open to touch of light. Birds sing promise of new day. Time reveals the full sun. Emotions reach out, grasping like the flower's tendrils, hanging in space, wanting. The honeysuckle perfume floods the senses, the garden a confusion of color. Lovers lay wondering where the bliss went. Comes dusk, darkness becomes blessing, while sleeping dew enchants the grass. And again with the dawn, we see our beloved always as the first time, and we realize, in moment of consummation, day and night do not exist. Woo, I wrote that.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't write too many poems like that.
When did you write that?
This is my original book, Refuge. When did that come out? Like
20 years ago, maybe.
oh, four,
I'm joking.
4 or 5. I don't know. Back when I could still remember what I was writing about now.
I liked it though.
I wrote another kind of poem like that. Where's that other one? I think it's in the same book. Is there another book poem like that?
When did you publish your first poetry book?
I wonder if it says here. Does it say here? Maybe 5 years ago? Oh, it doesn't say in the book. Oh, I have another poem called Lovers. What was the other one? The Lover? Or does they just have the same? I think I got all my lover poems out in the first book. Lovers. A man and woman walk through the woods. His hand finds hers. A sudden river flows from underground. Sweet honeysuckle floods the mind. The tall fir tree witnesses their embrace. They didn't come prepared. Bare skin brushes against rough bark. They laugh off rocks and fir cones, poking their exposed pink skin. Concerns of time and place lead like a deer charging through the forest. Everything rushes to the moment, and like that proverbial path in the woods, two roads open up, each admired by creation. In one, the squirrel buries a precious nut within the dark roots. In the other, an inspired spirit animal charges straight up the trunk, never fearing of falling, past the blue jay nest and the frail eggs of its future, through needles where rare alchemy is happening. Finally, to the top, swaying side to side, the whole forest in view. On tip of tree, one imagines putting an angel or a star. Below, the lovers reverently rest before journeying back to their accustomed world. They gaze up through the sacred branches to the sky beyond, where everything comes together.
Mhm.
Well, now you've heard the only two lover poems I ever wrote.
I wrote a lot when I was a teenager. I wrote a lot of those.
Yeah, I'm sure I would have if I was writing poetry as a... I did write that other kind of sexual poem. Where's that one, I wonder? Huh. It's in one of my books. I'll read it next time. Well, shall we read Glenda's poem of the week? Okay, this is Glenda's poem of the week called Senses. Through my window I watch another day awaken itself in violet and coral. The sun baptizes both sinner and saint. I wonder which one I'll be today. Each breath I take recalls the night past, a memory of smoke from the embers of my mind. I listen to the day as she whispers my name, with secret promises disguised as rain. I touch the petals of the newest rose, drink in the scent of this gentle day. I hear a chickadee call to her mate, and wonder if she hears me breathe. An audience of one, I silently applaud. Raptures rush, a cacophony of song. Wonder if I may know the verses of each offered melody sought to perform. And will I lift my face to the sky, wait for her decision made to christen me here as my chair slowly rocks. As saint and sinner, she smiles and nods and answers at last, I am both. Lovely. Well, that had a little
The,
bit of lover energy in it too.
the whole thing started from the line about the sun baptizes the sinner and the saint. That's what the whole poem came from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where isn't that a line somewhere? The, the sun shines on the saint
Hmm.
and the sinner. Lovely.
Thank you.
Very lovely. Great. Well, I thought it was fun last time when we read from that book older kind of poet, so I thought I'd do it again. This one is by somebody named Donald Justice. I don't know him, but born in 1925. Absences. It's snowing this afternoon, and there are no flowers. There is only the sound of falling, quiet and remote, like the memory of scales descending the white keys of a childhood piano. Outside the window, palms and the heavy head of the Cereus, Cereus, inclining, soon to let down its white and white or yellow white. Now only these poor snowflowers in a heap, like the memory of a white dress cast down. So much has fallen, and I, who have listened for a step all afternoon, hear it now, but already falling away, already in memory, in the terrible scales descending on the silent piano, the snow and the absent flowers abounding. Wow. Nice poem. I wonder why he said the terrible scales descending. Oh, here's one by Carl Sandburg. Now there's an old poet. Red and white. Nobody picks a red rose when the winter wind howls and the white snow blows among the fences and storm doors. Nobody watches the dreamy sculptures of snow when the summer roses blow red and soft in the garden yards and corners. Oh, I have loved red roses and I have loved white snow. Dreamy drifts, winter and summer, roses and snow. Wow. It sounds like it could be a song. Here's the painting they had with that one. Two young girls at the piano. Okay, here's one by Keneth Patchen. Not so old poet. The snow is deep on the ground. I guess we're in the snow poems here. The snow is deep on the ground. The snow is deep on the ground. Always the light falls softly down on the hair of my beloved. This is a good world. The war has failed. God shall not forget us. Who made the snow wait where love is? Who made the snow waits? Who made the snow waits where love is? Only a few go mad. The sky moves in its whiteness like the withered hand of an old king. God shall not forget us. Who made the sky? Who knows of our love? The snow is beautiful on the ground, and always the lights of heaven glow softly down on the hair of my beloved. Fits. Yeah. This is the painting that goes with that one. Let's see. Who's the other side? There's a short one by somebody named Samuel Menashe. The Bare Tree. My mother once said to me, when one sees the tree and leaf, one thinks of the beauty of the tree is in its leaves, and then one sees the bare tree. Huh. That's a neat picture they got there. Huh. I don't know a lot of these poets. Here's one from David Wagoner. Lost. Stand still, the trees ahead and bushes beside you are not lost. Whenever you are is called here, and you must treat it as a powerful stranger, must ask permission to know it and be known. The forest breeze, listen, it answers. I have made this place around you. If you leave it, you may come back again, saying, here. No two trees are the same to raven. No two branches are the same to wren. If what a tree or a bush does is lost on you, you are surely lost. Stand still, the forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a nice poem. David Wagoner, have you ever heard of him?
Never heard of him.
Maybe that's his one only good poem. Here's one by Frederick Morgan. Don't know him either. The Night Skater. Relishing this health, this singleness, I reach myself out along the surface of a crystal that cleaves clear down to my own cold roots. I am the chill wind passing. How simple this motion, how free of life and death. How like a god's in its changing. It fathoms me. 10,000 stars have scattered, glistening of midnight all along my veins. Wow. Let's see. Here's one by Kenneth Rexroth. Him I know. He was kind of a beat poet, but he also translated a lot of Asian poetry. Like Queen Christina. Orange and blue and then gray, the frosty twilight comes down to the thin trees. The fresh snow holds the light longer than the sky. Skaters on the pond vanish in the dusk, but their voices stay, calling and laughing, and birds twitter and cry in the reeds. Indoors as nightfall fills the white rooms, you stand in the candlelight, laughing like a splendid jewel. Whoa. That's a great line, laughing like a splendid jewel. Oh, that's the picture. People skating. Here's a little one by Octavio Paz. I think I've heard of him. I went down the wrong way. Here, my steps along the street resound in another street, in which I hear my steps passing along this street, in which only the mist is real. Ooh. That's kind of surreal. This is the poem that goes here. It's by Monet.
Looks like a castle.
Yeah. It says the Houses of Parliament, effect of fog. Oh yeah, it's some kind of. This is by Carl Sandburg again. The Mist. I am the mist, the impalpable mist, back of the thing you seek. My arms are long, long as the reach of time and space. Ooh, I don't like that line. Some toil and toil believing, looking now and again on my face, catching a vital olden glory. But no one passes me. I tangle and snare them all. I am the cause of the Sphinx, the voiceless, baffled, patient Sphinx. I was at the first of things. I will be at the last. I am the primal mist, and no man passes me. My long, impalpable arms bar them all. Wow.
Wow.
These poems by the older poets seem very modern to me. Oh, here's one by Ron Padgett. I know him. He was like a New York poet. He's often very funny. Poema del City, number 2. A light chill in the knees, and I sneeze, up late, alone in my house, winter rain against the window and glittering there, in a constant light from stoops across the street. Cars hiss down from one moment to the next hour. In an hour, I'll be asleep, wrapped in new sheets and old quilts, with my wife warm beside me and my son asleep in the next room. I'll be so comfortable and dreamy, so happy. I'm not terribly damaged or dying yet, but sailing secure, secret, and all those other peacefuls fading like warm taillights down a long landscape with no moon at all. Ah, it's sweet, this living, to make you cry or rise and sneeze and douse the light. Yeah, here's a little one by Basho, the old Japanese poet. Winter downpour, even the monkey needs a raincoat. Must be the rain and the snow part of this book. What's we doing on time? I got time for a couple more. Here's one by somebody named Claude McKay. The tropics in New York. Bananas ripe and green, and ginger root, cocoa in pods, and alligator pears, and tangerines and mangoes and grapefruit, fit for the highest prize at parish fairs, set in the window, bringing memories of fruit trees laden by low singing rills, and dewy dawns and mystical blue skies, in benediction over nun-like hills. Like hills. My eyes grew dim, and I could no more gaze. A wave of longing through my body swept, and hungry for the old familiar ways, I turned aside and bowed in my head and wept. Some rhyming in that poem. Let's see. Here's one by Kenneth Cook. I've heard of him. I think he was another one of those New York poets. This might be our last poem. Desire for spring. Calcium days, days when we feed our bones. Iron days, which enrich our blood. Saltwater days, which give us valuable iodine. When will there be a perfectly ordinary spring day? For my heart needs to be fed, not my urine or my brain. And I wish to leap to Pittsburgh from Tuskegee, Indiana, if necessary, spreading like a flower in the spring light and glowing like a silver stare. Nothing else will satisfy me, not even death, not even broken life, insurance policies, cancer, loss of health, ruined furniture, prostate disease, headaches, melancholia. No, not even a ravaging wolf eating at my flesh. I want spring. I want to turn like a mobile in a new, fresh air. I don't want to hibernate between walls, between halls. I want to bear my share of anguish of being succinctly here. Not even moths in the spell of the flame can want it to be warmer so much as I do. Not even the pilot slipping into the great green sea in flames can want less to be turned to an icicle. Through admiring the icicle's cunning, how shall I be satisfied? With artificial daisies and roses and wax pears? Oh, breeze, my lovely, come in, that I mayn't be stultified. Dear coolness of heaven, come swiftly and sit in my chairs. I like that.
I like that.
A little wild.
Sounds like he really wants it to be spring.
Yeah, he was. That poem was fun. I should try to write a poem like that. Oh, here's good old Gerald Manley Hopkins. We all know him. That's a pretty picture he's got working here.
Mm-hmm.
God's grandeur. He's always talking about God, isn't he? Good old Hopkins. God's grandeur. The world is charged with the grandeur of God. It will flame out like a shining from shook foil. It gathers to a greatness like the ooze of oil, crushed. Why do men then now not wreck his rod? Wreck, R-E-C-K, wreck his rod. Generations have trod, and all is seared with trade, bleared, smeared with toil. And where is man's smudge and shares man's smell? The soil is bare now, nor can foot feel being shod. And for all this, nature is never spent. There lives the dearest freshness deep down things. And though the last lights off the black west went, oh, morning at the brown brink eastward springs, because the Holy Ghost over the bent woods broods with warm breast and with bright wings. These are some good poems. Goodness. Here's one by Walt, good old Walt. Unseen buds, infinite, hidden well under the snow and ice, under the darkness, in every square or cubic inch, germinal, exquisite, in delicate lace, microscopic, unborn, like babes in wombs, latent, folded, compact, sleeping, billions of billions and trillions of them waiting on earth and in the sea, the universe, the stars there in the heavens, urging slowly, surely forward, forming endless and waiting evermore, forever more behind. And let's see. Oh. I see, Brenda, you've been chatting here. I haven't been noticing it. Barbara says nice to about sure to which one. Okay, maybe I should be watching these chats. I don't know what poems you're referring to. Okay, how about a last little one by an old Chinese feller, Wu Min.
Eric.
Oh. I'll have to take that. I'll let him go to the voicemail. I have to let that happen. Okay, good. All right, now we can end.
Barbara
Okay.
said nice to my poem. What she just said.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, Barbara said nice to, yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Barbara.
Brenda said, stand still, the forest knows where you are. Nice line. Okay. All right, one last one by this old Chinese feller. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn. A cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind isn't clouded by unnecessary things, this is the best season of your life.
Hmm.
Oh, those were fun. Hope you enjoyed them.
I did.
Yeah, it was fun. It's funny, I've had that book a long time, but I never really looked at it. Okay, guys. Have a nice week, all of you guys.
Thank you, John.
And, all right. Goodbye, all.
Thank you.
Hi,
Bye.
Barbara.
Very nice. Thank you.
And Brenda is saying thanks. Okay, guys. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.